Hello everyone, this is Papa Hector here. In today's video, we're going to cover what is for you, Voodoo initiations and traditions. So if you like my channel, please click subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Alright, so after my last video explaining levels of initiation and various initiations, a lot of people started asking me this type of question. So many people think of initiation into Voodoo or into the spiritual traditions like a ladder, going upwards like a ladder, right? And this often causes a lot of confusion because they think of it as like, oh, wow, this next person is higher and therefore better, and then this person is higher and therefore better, and so on, and more powerful, so on and so forth. And they think of the same thing when it comes to traditions as well. I've heard people say, oh, well, this tradition is more powerful or better or stronger, or this tradition is more this or more that. And a very common question is like, which tradition is the most powerful? Voodoo, Santeria, Palo, Lukumi, what's the most powerful tradition? That's a very common question. Another very common question is like, basically, you know, this person's more powerful than the next. And that's not really the way that these things work. That's why this video is what is called What is for you is for you. The way that these traditions work and the way that you should see initiations as well as the traditions is more so like puzzle pieces, okay? It's like puzzle pieces that fit together. So you are an individual, and as an individual, you are like a singular puzzle piece. And you have certain things that are going to fit and match with you and lock it into place and make things work for you as a puzzle piece and stabilize you. And then you're going to have other things that no matter how much they try, they will not be able to lock into place because you are not a match. Okay? And so that's what you want to think of when it comes to the traditions. So there is no more powerful, more stronger, more better. It's rather if a person finds themselves where they belong in the matching tradition that they belong, what is their true spiritual home, they will lock into place like a puzzle and things will work. And they will be powerful and they will be strong and they will have all those capacities. Okay? And if a person is in a tradition that is not meant for them, they're going to be like a puzzle piece that's not totally locking into place. Some things may work, some things may improve, but things overall are not going to work. They're not going to feel at home and they're not going to be in the right place. They're not going to be in the right location on the puzzle. Okay? Now, when it comes to levels of initiation, you know, Hunsi, Hunganer Mambo, Supuen, Asogwe, or Hunganer Mambo, you know, Servidor de Misterio, Sansita, whatever you want to call it. These, again, are like puzzle pieces. So it's not that one level makes someone better or higher or this or that than the other. It's rather what puzzle piece is going to fit for that individual and make it work together and that individual be strong and whole and stabilized and work for that individual, okay, and make that person whole again. And so what we have to see is that the various levels of initiation are not on levels going upwards, but are rather on each individual, what an individual needs. It's complete in and unto itself for each individual. So what that means is that, you know, it's not about who's better or who's worse. That falls into the trap of the ego and the whole nonsense of that and all them nonsenses that often get people caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time or in the wrong level of initiation in their life because of those desires. It's really about what piece is going to make you whole and make things work for you. And now, very long time ago when I was a young kid, a priest that was a friend of my grandmother's came and he bestowed some wisdom that I'll never forget. And he was an older individual. And what he said is that the higher the level of initiation that you have doesn't necessarily mean that it makes you better. It means that you need other things in order to make you whole or complete, and your life whole and complete and work for you. And very often, people that are priests or priestesses, in order for them to progress in their life has to be dedicated towards serving and helping others. And it doesn't mean that people who aren't priests or priestesses aren't as good as a priest or priestess. It just means that their life they don't need to serve others as much in order to progress. That's not as much their need or focus in order for them to progress. Whereas a priest or priestess cannot progress without serving others and without helping other people. And so when you're a priest or priestess, what you're actually doing is you're making a great sacrifice in your life, and you're putting yourself behind others rather than putting yourself before others. And very few people can truly do that. Okay? Very few people can truly put themselves behind others, second to everyone else. And this includes people you don't even know. So that's what it is about levels of initiation and traditions. It's not about who's better, higher, worse, etc. It's about what piece fits you. And one last note is that in order for you to find your tradition, you have to find your spiritual home. And I'm going to make another video probably about that, because many people get very lost and confused in the process of finding their spiritual home. So I hope that this video has helped you. Keep the faith. God bless, and we'll speak soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click like below.